and welcome to Pets Without Partners, where we help you to find your next furry family member. I'm Diane Sharrett-Steimel, and with me is a big, fluffy, furry cat, and also Crystal Arnott from the Lowell Humane Society. Well, who do we have here?
This is Buckingham.
Buckingham.
He is a great big stray cat that was found outside. Somebody had been feeding some neighborhood cats, and he came along and was so outgoing and friendly. They put a paper collar on and said, you know, am I yours, with a phone number, and no one ever called. So they brought him into the shelter because he had a little injury to his ear that needed some help.
Oh, no. So that's interesting. He put a little collar saying, I had never heard of anyone doing that. That's a great way, because I know a lot of cats, they're kind of indoor-outdoor cats. They like to wander around a little bit. So you really found out that that was not the case with him, huh?
Yeah, you know, we try our best not to take anyone's cat. We don't want any more cats in the shelter that we don't need. And if they already have a loving family, there's no reason for them to be at the shelter with us. So we try to make sure that they have, if they have a home, that we can find them and hunt them down before we take them into the shelter.
So he's got a little ear problem. Tell me about that.
He does. So Buckingham has ear polyps. So he's going to actually have surgery tomorrow. Basically, there are little polyps inside the ear canal that need to be removed. Sometimes they'll bother him and he'll shake his head a lot and they'll burst and bleed. So he's going to have those removed and he'll be good as new. And we're hoping that he'll be able to find a home in the next week or two after his surgery.
Well, he's a little fidgety
wiggly now.
Ooh, he's been
sitting here for a few minutes.
He has been sitting here for a few minutes. He's getting a little bit impatient.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie.
He's just a little feisty
Yeah.
right now. He wants to roam around, but he's usually just very gentle and relaxed.
So now with the surgery that he has to have, any kind of complications, anybody who is interested in a big, giant, fluffy cat, anything they need to worry about with that after care?
Yeah, he definitely needs to have a new family that has a good relationship with their veterinarian because the polyps could eventually come back and need to be removed again. But he's just an absolute love bug. He loves catnip. He's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I see that. I see it's kind of a little stressful for him having to just kind of be confined up here. So what kind of household would he like to be in?
He could go to a home with other animals. He could also go to a home with children. He's so gentle. His little outburst there was just because I've been holding him for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, usually he's very mellow and relaxed. He could really go with any home. He does have experience going outside, so a family that was looking for an indoor-outdoor cat, he would be potentially a good match for them as well because he does, have that outdoor savvy to him.
Right.
He's about 8 years old, and he would really enjoy being, having a chance to explore outside as well.
Oh, he's very, very pretty. But now, we've talked about microchipping before. I would imagine that it would be really, really helpful to microchip a cat that's going to be going outside.
Absolutely, and he likely had a family somewhere out there. We couldn't track them down. We tried the collar method. If he had been microchipped, we definitely would have been able to track them down. So if you're going to have a pet that goes in and out, you definitely want to have them microchipped and try to keep a collar and ID tags on them at all times as well.
Right. Well, they don't always like to keep a collar on, do they?
Yeah, they can pop off. They'll, sometimes they'll get into trouble outside and it'll get pulled off. So you definitely want to have that backup of the microchip as well.
Okay, so if someone is interested in coming and hanging out with this beautiful fluffy cat, find out if he would be a good fit. He certainly wants to explore.
He does.
How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can give us a call at 978-452-7781 or check him out online at lowellhumanesociety.org.
All right, well, someone is really, really fed up with all of this. So it's just a little while longer, dude, and we're going to let you go. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I am Diane Sharrett-Steimel. We've got Crystal Arnott from the Lowell Humane Society, and hopefully we'll find you a nice home and you can wander at will.